Hey everyone, okay, another walkthrough today. This should be exciting. There's a lot that has happened since the last time we filled, so come on in. Okay, we're in. Kind of. Check out these doors.
I know, these doors are amazing.
Isn't this amazing? So this side stays, shut most of the time, and but this is the one that we'll be using mostly, this side. And so because the construction is still going on, they're going to go ahead and they're going to take these doors off and put them in storage, and they're going to board both doors back up again with plywood so that the workers aren't going through and dinging it up. And
right.
Yeah. So, but it has been set. Oh, look, they even taped it all out. The security company came by and made sure that the door sensors got put on before they sealed it up. And but it's just amazing, this view. So when you come to the front door, you're going to be like, oh, I want to go there.
Right. And then they're going to put the glass in?
Yeah, after construction, like the bulk of it is over, they'll put glass in. They don't want it to break. So
nice. Okay.
Same thing in here. They've gotten so much of the tape and float done.
Yeah, I see that.
And so this foyer, the living room and the dining room are going to have plaster, a coat of plaster on it. And so they're not even doing that till the very end too, because if a worker hits it, then you've got a crack. And so plaster, you need to be really careful with. But they're doing what's called a level 5 finish on the entire house. So when you look at these walls, I mean, these are perfectly smooth. If you just touch them, I mean, they're still going to sand more, but if you feel it, it's so smooth. You're not going to see any tape, any float, any little, screw heads or anything like that. I mean, it is really pristine. They've done a great job. And they did a lot of this detail work, like up here in the corners. This is so pretty, just adds to it. And then on on all of these archways, if you want, they put a corner bead. And they've taped and floated that out. I feel a little bump here. They have a little bit more work to do. You can feel but you can tell how smooth this is.
Right.
So they've made a lot of progress. So let's just do a super fast walkthrough and
sure.
see. I don't know if we're going to get stuck around the corner or not. But okay, so it looks like this is wrapping up. All the light fixtures are in. All the electric is there for the chandeliers. Well, the can lights are in. All of the duct work for the air conditioning. So this room is looking really far along. At the bottom, at the baseboards, is where we're going to have all of the electrical outlets. So that's looking pretty good. Here, this is not a door. This is a cavity for a pocket door. So with this being the bar, the pocket door is going to slide in there. And so I talked to them that I want, since all that's there is a pocket door, and if this is shut, then all you've got is a piece of sheetrock, and you don't have any sound barrier, and the toilet is right here. So we don't want to hear, the toilet and the sink and whatever's going on in here. So, so we're changing this bathroom up a little, and this is why this isn't sheetrocked yet. So when we got in here and we looked at the placement of the toilet, first we were looking at the sound, and so we're going to there's a sound barrier that has to go up first. And while we were in there looking at that, we noticed that this plumbing is about 7 inches too far to the left. So they actually have to move this.
Oh, and they still haven't done that yet?
Yeah, I can't tell. They might have already done it. I can't tell. I'd have to dig.
It doesn't look like they have because,
because
there's an arrow at the bottom that says probably where the center is supposed to be.
You're probably right. And so the reason for that was because we said, okay, so if the toilet is here and you have, 18 inches to the wall, you want 18 inches to the cabinet. And if the cabinet is 18 inches here and it goes to that wall, then the sink with the wall feature faucet
It looks off center.
is not centered anymore on the cabinet. So anyway, I'm glad we looked at the sound barrier issue because we caught this before all the sheetrock went up, and they can still remedy it. So this one piece remains undone for now. Throughout the project, there's been a lot of these little pieces like that where things just kind of like float for a little while, and then at some point they get done. But even in here, this is a beautiful level 5 finish on the sheetrock. It looks great. Again, all the can lighting is, it's all finished, all the electrical's done. But yeah, I mean, everything that needed to be in the walls is in the walls, and it was all signed off on by Toner Homes and by the City of Houston and our site manager or project manager, architect. I mean, and me personally, I've been on so many walkthroughs. So this is the bar. So that's coming along. And again, they're just,
Yeah,
it's amazing though, isn't it? How much since the last time?
It's just been a couple weeks.
I know. They moved really quick. This sheetrock went up fast. And then in here in the kitchen. Okay, so here we are in the evening, and look at the light in here. This is just such beautiful light. And in the morning, you get that eastern sun, and it's filtered because you've got the wall across the way from you. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful light. This kitchen is going to be fantastic to have breakfast in and to cook in, and it's going to be beautiful. But yeah, so look at that. They have come a long way. And, now it's just all the finish. The next thing to go in is the floor. So as soon as these sheetrockers are out of here, the floor comes in. And then within a few weeks of that, cabinetry begins.
Gotcha.
So that's up next. That's the order that's coming at us. And let's take a look upstairs too, because I just love my new doors. I've waited so long for these to arrive. They're just so amazing. Just amazing how they look. Oh, wait till you get upstairs and see those windows. Let's go take a look. If we can get there. Okay, we're gonna have to crawl. We can do it, but you're gonna have to crawl. All right, here we go. We're gonna pretend we're sheetrockers. Just be really careful. Don't fall. But we're gonna crawl under the scaffold. And don't rely on this railing for any support at all. And I don't know if this was here last time, but the blocking for the, was the blocking in?
No.
Okay, so that's the blocking for the ceiling beams. So they did all the tape and float, it's finished. Now they're gonna come in, the crew will come in and do the level 5 finish. And because we're doing an interior stucco, they want the plaster, they want the sheetrock tape and float to be that level 5 finish so that the plaster goes on super smooth. But yeah, there's the blocking. Okay. And then
Oh, that wind.
trip hazard. We don't want to fall over that. Okay, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Turn around and look that way. How about that, huh? Oh, look, they built the framing. That's new. They've got the framing up now around it. So they did this window too. They went ahead and framed it. Now they'll sheetrock that. I took a picture from here looking out, and it looked like it was a picture. It looked like it was a painting. Everyone's
great.
like, is that a painting? I'm like, no, that's my backyard. Looking through this window. I know, this feels great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The air. But this area with this upstairs light coming in and the 2 glass doors downstairs, this is going to be plenty of light coming into the home. It's going to be really, that's the thing about the old house was really, I felt like I was in a cave.
It was dark, yeah.
It was just so dark. I rented a house at the beach, and I spent, the week in sun and light and all of this, and then I walked home and went, ugh.
I'm thinking about this chandelier you got, remember?
Yeah, the chandelier. It's going to be beautiful. Now, this is going to be a new one. The ones that I kept from my house are going to stay above the dining room table. But this is a new one. Yes. Okay, let's take a look. They've done the same with tape and float on these beautiful niches that we were able to build. And you can see then that all the bedrooms are, the bulk of the work is done. Now it's going to go back to details.
Yeah.
And finish work. Although I did I spent a couple extra $1,000 and I got the floor of this room and that wall insulated for sound.
Yeah, for the steps.
And it's above the dining room and it's next to the foyer. So let's say someone's up here, they're listening to TV, they're playing a video game, it's loud, we're trying to have dinner. Or somebody else is arriving and they can hear the commotion upstairs.
Right.
So we're just like this room here and the kitchen, because my mom's room is above the kitchen. And everything up here is hardwood floors. So you're going to hear people walking. So I was like, we got to insulate. So we spent a little extra and we got the ceilings insulated for sound. And then try to see what else. I don't know. It's just, we're just in the sheetrock stage where the sheetrock is up. They've started, all the tape and float. They've started on the finish work. And
it's still a lot. Still a lot compared to what it was even 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It's so different.
It's a different space.
It's so different than when all it is
the frame and
framing.
Yeah.
And it sounds different.
Sounds different, for sure.
And it just feels like you're in a room now. So
yeah, it's going to come together.
Yeah, it is. It's going to come together. So here we go. That's it. Up here, 2nd floor. And then this is where all of the AV, the security, everything's going to come in and stay here. We were talking about a venting issue, and looks like they got it done. I see the vent over here now for temperature. So we've got a vent on this side, and over here is all the cabling to everything throughout the house.
Got it.
So since they did this nice deep inset window, we lost that's probably at least 24 inches, probably closer to 30 by, what was that, at least 12 feet, a lot of square footage that I'm like, well, we're going to use it for cabinetry. So we've got this cabinet to house all the AV, and then we built the niches, and then we were able to use it also for some of the duct work and things like that to slide in. You can see a piece of duct up there. So, okay. All right, be careful going down. These guys work in look how they do it, like so precarious, but they do it. I guess they're used to it. I don't know.
When I was a kid and I was with my father at these construction sites, I would be like running around all these things.